My name is Lily, and I'm 30 years old. I live a quiet life with my husband, Ryan, and our daughter, Emma. We've been married for 4 years, and things have finally become calm and happy. But my past is something I rarely talk about. It's full of pain, betrayal, and a lot of hurt. That pain mostly came from someone I once loved deeply, my younger sister, Ava. We hadn't talked for over 5 years, ever since she ruined my first marriage. Then one afternoon, my phone rang. I saw her name on the screen and froze. Out of habit, I answered. Her voice was cheerful, like nothing had ever happened. "Hey sis, I just had a baby. Can you send a $5,000 gift?" she said, like it was the most normal thing in the world. I didn't even know what to say. Ava and I hadn't spoken in years, not after what she did to me. Now she wanted a gift? A big one too? I asked her, "Why are you calling me now?" Ava just laughed. "Oh, come on, we're family. A baby is a big deal. I thought you'd be happy for me." I hung up the phone. I couldn't believe the nerve she had. That night, I told Ryan about the call. He listened quietly, then looked me in the eye and said something unexpected. "Let's go visit her," he said. I blinked. "Visit her? Are you serious?" Ryan nodded slowly. "Yes, let's give her exactly what she asked for. A surprise." I was confused, but Ryan didn't explain more. He just smiled and said, "Trust me." So that weekend, we dropped our daughter off with my mom and drove to Ava's house. I hadn't seen her since I walked in on her with my ex-husband, Jack. That memory still haunted me. But part of me was curious. What had become of Ava? What was her life like now? When we arrived, she opened the door with a big grin. "Lily, look at you. And this must be your new man," she said, giving Ryan a long stare. "You did okay. Not great, but okay," she added with a laugh. I forced a smile, feeling the anger bubble under my skin. Ava led us inside, chatting like everything was fine. "Come meet the baby," she said, pointing to a crib in the corner. "Her name's Mia. Isn't she cute?" The baby was sleeping. I nodded politely. "Congratulations," I said. Ava smiled and then, without hesitation, added, "So, did you bring the gift?" She was completely serious. I was about to respond, but Ryan stepped forward and handed her an envelope. "Here's our gift," he said calmly. Ava opened it, expecting money, but her smile vanished the moment she saw what was inside. Her face turned pale. "What is this?" she whispered. Ryan took off his cap, revealing his badge underneath. "Detective Ryan Carter. Remember me now?" Ava dropped the envelope. "You're the cop from the salon," she gasped. Her voice was shaking. "You lied to me. You used your wife to get in." Ryan kept his cool. "No, Ava. You called us. You invited us in. We're just here delivering what you asked for." She backed away, panic in her eyes. I stood silently beside Ryan, watching it all unfold. "This is a search warrant," Ryan explained. "We've been investigating your salon for fraud, and now we have the legal right to search your home." Just then, we heard police sirens outside. Ava screamed, "No! You can't do this. I have a baby." Police officers entered the house. "We have a warrant to search the property," one officer said. Ava tried to block their path, but Ryan warned her. "Don't interfere, Ava. You'll be arrested if you do." She stepped aside, shaking. Moments later, her husband Nick came home. "What's going on?" he asked, looking around. Then he saw me. "Lily? What are you doing here?" I looked straight at him. "Your wife lied to you, Nick, about a lot of things." Ava rushed to him. "Don't listen to her. They're just jealous." But Nick could see the truth now. "Ava, what did you do?" One of the officers walked out of Ava's office holding a laptop. "We found records of fake contracts, forged documents, and hundreds of complaints," he said. "This isn't small. It's serious." Nick looked like the ground had vanished beneath his feet. "I trusted you," he whispered to Ava. "I gave you everything." Ava's face twisted into anger. "I did it for us," she shouted. "We needed the money. The business wasn't making enough." Nick stepped back, shocked. "You used my name on those documents too. I could be in trouble now because of you." Ava went silent. The lies were finally catching up. I couldn't stop thinking about the past. Ava had always been jealous of me, even as kids. When I did well in school, she rolled her eyes. When I got a scholarship, she called it luck. But the worst betrayal came years later, when I was married to Jack. During my pregnancy, I was bedridden for months. Jack stopped visiting. I thought he was busy. Turns out, he was spending time with Ava. One day I came home early and saw them kissing in my own house. That was the last time I spoke to either of them. Until now. After the police left with Ava in handcuffs, I stood outside her house feeling strange. I wasn't happy or angry. I felt free. All these years, I had blamed myself. Maybe I wasn't good enough. Maybe I wasn't exciting. Maybe I was boring. And that's why Jack left. But now I knew the truth. Ava lied to him the same way she lied to everyone else. Ryan held my hand. "You're not boring," he said softly. "You're honest. And that's rare." I looked at him, and for the first time in years, I felt seen. Really seen. News of Ava's arrest spread fast. It turned out dozens of women had been tricked by her fake salon treatments. She promised magical weight loss, miracle creams, even non-existent surgeries. Some people lost thousands of dollars. Others got injured. One woman even had to be hospitalized after using Ava's homemade cream. Ryan's department had been collecting evidence for months, but they couldn't get into her house. That phone call, the one where she asked me for money, gave them the perfect chance. "You didn't just help us," Ryan told me. "You helped all her victims." Nick filed for divorce within a week. He was devastated. His savings were gone. His name was on several fake contracts. He'd probably be investigated too. Their baby, Mia, was placed in temporary foster care while things got sorted. I felt sad for the child. She didn't ask for any of this. But Ava had built her life on lies, and now it was falling apart. Part of me wanted to scream, "You got what you deserved." But another part of me just felt tired. Tired of carrying the pain Ava caused. Maybe now, I could finally let it go. The trial started a month later. I sat in the back row of the courtroom, heart pounding. Ava walked in wearing prison clothes, looking nothing like the sister I remembered. Her hair was a mess, and her face looked older. But what shocked me most was her attitude. She still denied everything. "I never forced anyone," she said. "They wanted results. I just gave them options." The judge didn't buy it. He read out each charge: fraud, forgery, and endangerment. Ava stood there like a statue. Not a single tear. Not even when they announced the sentence: 3 years, no parole. After the trial, I stepped outside and took a deep breath. The air felt lighter. Ryan was waiting for me. "You did great," he said. I nodded. "She's still the same," I said. "Still blaming everyone but herself." Ryan put his arm around me. "She'll have time to think now, a lot of it." We walked to the car without looking back. I didn't need to. That chapter was closed. I had spent too many years carrying her shadow. But not anymore. I had a family, a home, and a future that was finally mine. Time moved on. Emma turned 5. Ryan got a promotion. I started painting again, something I hadn't done since college. Our life felt full. Not perfect, but real. One night, Emma asked me, "Mom, do you have a sister?" I paused. "I did," I said gently. "But we don't talk anymore." She looked confused, but didn't ask more. I kissed her goodnight and walked to the kitchen. Ryan was pouring tea. "You okay?" he asked. Yeah, I said. It's just weird, letting go of someone you once loved. Ryan nodded. But it's better than holding on to someone who hurt you. I sometimes wonder what would have happened if Ava had chosen differently. If she had worked hard, if she hadn't lied. Maybe we'd still be close. Maybe our kids would play together. But Ava wanted shortcuts. She always did. She wanted what I had, but she didn't want to earn it. That's what tore us apart. And that's what finally brought her down. I don't hate her. I don't wish her more pain. I just hope one day she looks in the mirror and sees the truth. Until then, I'll keep living my life. The life she tried to ruin. Now, when I watch Emma and Ryan laugh together, I feel something I haven't felt in years. Peace. Not the kind that comes from forgetting the past, but the kind that comes from surviving it. Ava may still live in her world of lies, but I'm done being part of it. I have my own world now, full of small joys and quiet mornings. And that's enough. If Ava ever changes, maybe one day I'll answer the phone again. But until then, I'll keep walking forward, with honesty, with strength, and with the people who truly love me.